Bro. Okay. Okay. So what are we doing? How are we doing it? Hello, I'm Allocations, and if you like allocations, sub to animations. I'll get it right one of these days. So this is kind of similar to the last tier list I did, but this one is about how underrated this stuff is, and I the thing is, I'm kind of cleaning house a bit. I am like people have been seeing it for a while. I'm getting a little burnt. I am getting a little bit burnt on talking. Here's one thing I gotta say. I kind of hate reviewing. I kind of hate analyzing and talking about opinions. I feel like a freaking nerd. I feel like what's the it feels like quick thoughts would be better from my perspective. It drags out if it's a full-on in-depth review. It's not fun. Feel a little self-conscious doing it. Feel self-conscious like when it comes to blacklisting in the future because I want to create. I think every reviewer secretly wants to create more than review. The analysis is not as fun as I was thinking. Feels very dry and like scheduling for indie animation, like everything comes out at once and then it's dead for 4 months, so that's not good for a consistent schedule. It's just I feel a little burned out and like editing this stuff, my editing gets worse instead of better, yada yada yada. So before I really get into this tier list, before I get into the tier list based on how overrated or underrated it is, anyone want to talk? Just throw it in chat. Just throw it in chat, you know? Just throw it in, guys. Let me just, Oh my god, I hate Discord's new disturbing ass noise. It's like I'm being thrown into hell itself or something. Let me see. What's it capturing? Let me see. What is it capturing? I really gotta, hello, Northern. I'm doing swagtastic. Um, okay, I think I should just like. It's gonna be a pretty. I don't know. What should I do for a thumbnail? I know what to do. Okay, first I'm gonna make the thumbnail for this thing. Um, this is. Oh, shut up! Shut the fuck up, Discord. Shut up, Discord. We're talking about underrated ones, so. And obviously, I'm gonna have to talk about the wrench. Let me see. Drop shadow. Outline. Let's do white. Okay, okay. I know it's not the most professional to be making the thumbnail as I go, but I digress. And monkey wrench. Monkey wrench. PNG show. Oh, perfect. Yeah, but anyways, that has definitely been a problem with this channel. I'm probably gonna just focus on creation more than anything else. As a lot of you guys know. I think today, not today necessarily, but like I think I am definitely going to kind of. Ooh, that's ugly. Gonna merge some of my content a little bit. Okay. Whoa! Yeah, so I think one of the big things with this tier list is I have some things I do want to say. However, it's gonna be like I don't like the reviewing format. I've just come to that conclusion. I'm sure lots of you have seen my community posts. It's just I don't screw with it. I don't F with it. It's just had a lot of issues, honestly. Precise, let's do softer. Oh god. I don't want the jitter. Ooh, that is ugly. Why does it look so uggos? What is up with these like weird little dot things? I don't like that. Whatever. Okay, let's just screenshot that and make an actually not even a good thumbnail. Just like that's the proportions are all wrong. It's all good though. Okay, let me look at the actual chat. Ooh. Ooh. One sec. Okay, what am I doing? Let me look. Oh my god, chat's way more active than I thought. Okay. And then I can. God, this is one Uggos thumbnail. Let's fix that real quick. God, this is gonna look. Okay, where did I save that? Oh, I didn't save it yet. Duh. Okay. Okay. Desktop. Not the OneDrive version. Fuck you, Windows 11. That's close enough. You know what? That is close enough. That's a bad thumbnail. It's not the right proportions. Whatever. Okay. The Rhino and Red Bill guy here yet? Yes, he is. Yep, I'll put that on there. Yes. Hey, Stink Frollo, are you back? Oh yeah, Loki IRL. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of. Can I add stuff I haven't seen? I think Loki IRL. I was seeing it live, but was like kind of on and off. Well, what's this plus sign thing? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so this is actually the same tier I had This is the same tier list I had. Like the options are the same. I'm gonna be adding way more. I don't think I'm gonna get through everything tonight. So, let me just start by saying this is so the way I'm ranking this is kind of weird. The internet misuses a lot of terms. Faith, the unholy trinity. I've never heard. Is that one game with the priests and the kind of chalky environment? That looks cool. I haven't played that one yet. Or Ultra Kill, haven't played that one yet. The Blackish response video. If you're talking about the stream, um, I don't like responding to things I haven't given a fair shot. I couldn't really get through a lot of that. I heard there are a lot of misinterpretations. Um, I don't really. It's not a big deal at this point. No one's really like making it a big deal. I guess I could if people do make it a big deal. Um, I guess I can talk about the Blackish thing a little bit. I think he like trolled me in a comment. It was admittedly a pretty good troll since I was like at first when I was reading it, I was like, "What is he talking about? Where did he get this info?" And I kind of realized halfway through it was a troll, and that's kind of funny. That is up his humor. Um, the video itself went into a lot of details. Probably too much detail, if anything, but really the summation of what Blackish did wrong. A lot of people agree with me. A lot of people have said this in other videos. Is basically, um, the tone was a bit weird, and he didn't go into that much detail for the guy breaking the story. Um, I think when it comes to like whether or not he knew before, I don't know if he did, but the thing is he's 100% at least saw the he definitely did see people at the very least mention and show the Limistock. If for nothing else because he literally responded to a video talking about it. So, I mean, like some of the other examples I gave were like it's plausible deniability, you didn't see it, but it's like I mean, if you didn't see that, then like watch the videos you respond to. How about that? That's weird. That's so weird. It's playing an ad and my live stream next to it. You dud know about the Limus docs? What? I don't know what that means. Whatever. I don't really have much against Blackish. I just wish that if he is to take this, if he is to go into like that type of content, I just hope he's not, he's a little sloppy, which is fine for like reviewing. It's actually pretty funny, but like I hope he does take some of it seriously in the future. He didn't know about the dot. Yeah, okay. He should have because he should have like when he's. That's the thing is like he's busy with life. Well, that's not true. He literally responded. Thing is, he responded to a video talking about the document. He just, like, at the very minimum, if you respond to a video talking about the document, you should at least pay attention to that. That's my big gripe, honestly. Like what? Like, if you don't have time for like a video, just don't acknowledge the video. If you do have time, or like, don't respond to a video you don't have time for. I mean, like, come on. That's pretty much it though. Like also I guess some of it of like them like people immediately still turning it against like Sai who yeah, she's she has plenty of her own issues, but I mean, come on guys, like weaponizing it like 5 minutes after weaponize something tragic like 5 minutes after you find out about it, it's really fucking tasteless. That's about it. Those are my thoughts, generally speaking. Once again, I don't really have too much. I mean, even in the video itself, I said that like um he'll probably like recover. It's like not a big deal. It's not like that big of a deal. Just some issues I had overall. I don't really have too much against Blackish. It was just Like, I mean, if you're once again, if you're going to like talk about a video and watch a video and respond to a video, like you should watch the whole thing. I'm talking about the op block for right now. Like that part was really weird. He should like do that. I did kind of want to get that off my chest though, so thank you for bringing that up. Ooh. Oh god, shut the fuck up, Discord. I can't even be mad because I always just how do I mute Discord? Mute Discord. Yes, of course, mute Discord. Once again, personally I don't have any bad. I don't have too much bad blood against him. I just think he messed that up. And once again, the few other videos talking about it do think that he kind of like it was messed up a little, and like the entire like 3 minute segment of him searching for Twitter users who have wronged him. It's like, are you kidding me? Why are we doing this right now? Like that too. All right. Okay, but anyways, the way that got off track too quickly. How many viewers do I have? How many did I bore? Alec, why do I suck? Probably a lack of passion for this channel for a while. Even when I get a lot of views, it's like, and I see the number go up, like my last video, the Space King one. I mean, I don't know. It's just not that fun to just talk about this shit. Like I kind of want to praise it somehow, but I don't know. It's just kind of boring. So the ranking system here is a bit funky. I'm gonna be a little funky. We're gonna be funky with allocations the unky. So as you can see here, like, is this even indie, popular indie animation, known but not super well known, underrated, obscure channel, less than 10k views? Does this even exist? So I'm not just rating this based on how much I personally like something, which people use the terms underrated and overrated way too loosely. That's not what they mean. It doesn't mean you like something, it doesn't mean you hate something. It means you like or hate something more than the general consensus. That's pretty much it. Um that's basically it. Um so I thought that was going to be more complicated. Yeah, it's basically. So I guess I can explain the tiers themselves. Is this even indie? Specifically, my judgment for this is if it's like debatable, if it's considered indie animation, if it sparks one of those discussions, it's up there. I think automatically, if you are picked up by a streaming service or a cable service, if you are produced by that, if you are funded by that, automatically up here. I don't care if you're the worst thing ever. I don't care if you're the best thing ever. God damn it, I hate the way. Oh my god, I hate this. Circus is all the way at the bottom. Okay. Yeah, so this, the Amazing Digital Circus, automatically at the is this in even indie tier? They play on Netflix, okay? They play on Netflix. I think they play on Amazon, not entirely sure. Where is Murder Drones? They also qualify. They also qualify right out the gate. Boom. Boom. Is this even indie? Yeah, this is the underrated tier list, I guess. I'm not, and if something is exclusively on a streaming service, I ain't touching it. I'd say Skibbity. Please pay attention to the actual definitions on the side. I'm not putting Skibbity in S. I do not think it's an S tier show. I'm just putting it there for an example of whether it qualifies as underrated, overrated, yada yada. Miss Katie, Space King. Not heard Blackish, not heard them. Damn, this dude's up on all of my lore. I have no idea what he's talking about now, though. Why do okay, that's one thing that is pretty fucking annoying is how people are like this random like one of the animations, of course being the big one on the channel. Where the fuck is it? Oh wait, that's not it. Okay, yeah, this one is weird. Fundamental Paper Education, the one I'm kind of heading a sequel for right now, an unofficial one. People keep asking me over and over about a lot of this stuff. People act like I have any connection to Katie, who created the original. Obviously, I don't. No, I. She doesn't know I exist. I don't know if she exists anymore at this rate. I don't even know if this thing qualifies as existing since it's kind of lost media, which is ironic given that this had like got like 70 million views at its peak. I don't even know if it qualifies as existing though. Um God, we need some more chatters. Man, I gotta do something for man, only 6 viewers. We got 5. No. Don't abandon me. Anyways, this thing. Yeah, I think you all know about that thing at this rate. Okay. Which one is that? Okay, that's that thing. That thing. That thing. Okay, but on the topic of people who oh god, excuse me. Ugh. On the topic of people who may or may not know Katie, I guess this person, I guess allegedly they do, and they made their own series, the Enigma verse. That this one isn't an alternate universe anymore. It's its own thing, and it's actually has some like hope. It's like continuing. The creator, hope she doesn't acknowledge backlash too much or get too swept up into Twitter culture. That would be good. Um, it is the Enigma verse. What an enigma, the Enigma verse. Meat Canyon. Oh yeah, let's do Monster Lab. Yeah, that one just kind of came and went. Yeah, that one just came and went. That one, I really like that one. I'm gonna put that in underrated because I feel like Meat Canyon's more famous than this thing. Yeah, this was a show. This was an interesting show. It's kind of story driven. I think it only has one season though. It had some plot threads open about some monsters who were like, I guess, making other monsters to make the world a better place. It was really funny. Um, they were the main antagonist was like some crooked cop and some American sniper ghost guy. that was it was like some famous one who's like secretly kind of I guess there was a little bit of political commentary. There was a Quasimodo episode at at the what was it, the soup kitchen. Yeah, it was a pretty funny show, honestly. I'm so what qualifies something as underrated? I guess that's going to be the most controversial pick. That's going to be the most controversial pick. are like the most controversial tier because because it's all kind of who is Melvin? Who is Melvin's Macabre? I have not heard of that one. Who is June Archive? Melvin, brother of the Joker. Elite ball knowledge. Elite fucking ball knowledge there. So underrated. I'd say this one's probably the most subjective. I had a shoot. Let me see. Did I have this like line? I think I had a better description of this 10K sub. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Recent. There it is. Let me look at these. So yeah, underrated just generally means it's rated by the public less highly than you think it should be. Um, yeah, let me see. Okay, yeah, I don't have an actual definition for underrated for this specific tier list, so let me go with it. I guess this one is just the subjective one. This one's kind of in the middle. It should have more views given the context. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it because I want to keep this kind of objective. I want to keep my opinion out of it. Given the context, it kind of makes no sense that Monster Lab isn't as famous. Like Meat Canyon is one of like the more famous YouTubers right now. They get talked about all the time. Um, you can tell they're a famous YouTuber because for some reason they're starting a magic channel. All the cool kids are doing that for some reason, or magic sub theme, Magic the Gathering. Yeah, but Monster Lab was a completed show too. It was like a full season, full first season. The uploads were pretty quick for an indie animated show. It was it was consistent quality. It was yeah, that was it was a good ass show. It was a good ass show. I won't mind seeing more Monster Lab. It is underrated. I'd say that's underrated. But it's not like it's an obscure channel with like less than 10K views because most of the internet is probably sprawling with indie animations no one's heard of. There's probably stuff with like it barely like I don't know, stuff like say your coworker made, who knows. So I guess this used to be pretty famous. So I guess this one will be known but not super well known. That is kind of the baseline for what like the if you're in indie animation circles per se. I'd say that's the baseline. That's like the big names that get mentioned that are kind of well known within indie animation circles, but they're not really well known. They haven't breached the mainstream per se. Um, they have a fan base, but it's not that sprawling. Actually, I guess this should go lower because her newer videos that are detached from the fundamental paper education name, which are better than the originals, than the fundamental paper education ones because it's its own thing, has new ideas, interesting vague lore. I'd say Enigma versus underrated. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that. That sounds fair. Melvin's Macabre. Why is SML on the tier list? This was a tier list from last time. I guess someone mentioned it. Stick figures, popular indie animation, gets a shitload of views. Hasn't been picked up as far as I know. I guess that qualifies. Moving on. What's the next one? Analog. This one, this one's surprisingly obscure. It's not helped. I made a few videos on it. I like the premise a lot. I like the premise of it being world building around like coding in jokes. That was fascinating. God damn it, I'm scared to like look it up though. Jesus, I've seen some stuff moving on, unfortunately. Rhino and Red Bill, guys. I'm gonna put it on underrated. This one is very well animated. It's one guy who watches my stuff who just talks about all the time. I know he's in chat right now. Number 1507. Alex has sold his soul to the Napalm Records. Uh, I see. I liked his pirate video. Honestly, I kind of liked his pirate video more than this thing. This thing was good though. It was a pretty good one. It was a good one. It was a good video. It was a good pilot. It was a good pilot. Very well animated. Where the hell is Starbarians? Where is it? Let me see. Oh my god, you're hiding all the way over there. Starbarians, Harry Partridge, super well animated, like a billion frames per second. His like art style, his animation style, pretty recognizable. It's like, yeah, it's pretty recognizable. Um, because like one thing is whenever there's emotion, he like animates every movement of not just every appendage. Like you'll really see it in his hands. Like he'll gesture something with the hands. Like every I don't know what the anatomy of it's called, but like every like the three parts of every finger, yeah, each of those move like independently and fluidly. It's insane, which is also why he can never get anything done. I think he decided he's going to resign himself to comics, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately. I think he's going to go insane if he doesn't otherwise. It is really well animated. Let me see. How about we should look at the stuff I'm talking about for a little bit of ugh. Oh wait, I didn't. Okay, let me just actually take a peek. Yeah, so Starbarians is this thing, and to put this really does put in perspective. First episode 12 years ago, 4 months ago, episode 3.9, episode 3.5, 2 years ago. 4 months ago was also, I think, YouTube counts it as April Fool's because YouTube can't count months. I actually haven't seen episode 3.9.
You see, that's the cool thing, Kilgar. Yeah, you can mow down as many of these toxic goo monsters as you want, because they're not really sentient beings with thoughts or feelings of their own.
They're not? Go on, get out of here. You just took the fun out of the whole thing.
And if my suspicions are correct, I'd say these new toxomorphs are the doings of that foul contaminatrix cutie Polluti!
I don't know what I'm about to say. I'm going to pause it there because it's probably going to be some. If you know, you know. But yeah, so as you could probably tell, it's very fluid animation. Pretty simple premise of just two brutes. One of them's just an absolute brute who has no moral compass. One of them's kind of a nerdy guy. Go on little adventures, cosmos and stuff. They go throughout the cosmos and they pick up odd jobs to get money. and to get laid. Because of course they do. Let's just shut that out. Hi there, weirdest guy. Wow, did 3 people join just to say bye? It's kind of sad. Oh god, they did. I'm at 3 viewers. This is really sad. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I need to. Definitely need to restart this whole thing again. Learned a lot on YouTube. I think I got this time. But yeah, this is underrated because he don't got enough budget. One sec. Don't got enough budget. Okay, someone asked about Super Mario Logan. Is that even indie? I don't know. This one. Was this one also wiped off the map? The less said about that one, the better. That one's iconic. Salad fingers. Most people know about salad fingers. 4chan's little, or I guess the Shardy's little nightmare experiment. Note to self: don't make any Japanese girls racist, or else I guess you'll reap what you sow. Popular indie. I'm just getting through some of these. Metal Family. I haven't talked about this one. I don't know much about it. I just know it's everywhere, so I'm gonna throw it there. Monkey Wrench. There you are. Okay, first of all, you shouldn't even count. Let me see. Bro, yeah, let's just get you out of here. Okay, but Monkey Wrench. I'm monkey wrenching it. Marble Hornets. I mean, puppetry's technically animation. You know? You feel me? I mean, it's weird. It is something weird, but technically, let me just look it up real quick. Okay, I'm looking it up. It looks like puppetry is, in fact, animation. Monkey Wrench is. So there's like a category of underrated that's so weird because it's like that type of underrated that it kind of feels like it stops being underrated because everyone on earth says it's underrated. You gotta watch it. If everyone's talking about loudly how underrated it is it underrated? And then you look at the views and you look at the context, and even though it gets a lot of buzz, it is underrated. It is underrated. Like, I remember it was like Gooseworks, the creator of the Amazing Digital Circus. She's like worked with Zarel, the creator of Monkey Wrench, for years. Her shout out tweet for the latest episode had like 4 times as many views as the episode itself. It's probably how YouTube and Twitter count views or whatever. Um with that being said though, it's kind of like the reason why it's like the go-to thing to be called underrated is it's been in that like wave with a lot of other glitch shows and lackadaisy, and it's making more progress than a lot of them. where it's just straight up like it's fully animated. It's really well animated. It's professional, full cast and crew. It's making episodes. So there's like 4 or 5 so far. I forget how many. It's got a narrative. It's releasing around the same time in this wave of indie animation. But it's not really making waves itself because all of its contemporaries, the coworkers, they all are. Maybe it's because the designs are a little too complex for YouTube thumbnails, and it is kind of tough to read them. I mean, as much as people rag on Hell of a Boss for having complex character designs, I think the thumbnails are pretty readable. I don't really know why. I think people theorize that it was because he put the pilot on his main channel, then he put it on a second channel that was just Monkey Wrench. So people already saw it, so there was less incentive to subscribe there. Maybe Zero botched some of the marketing early on, and YouTube is unforgiving these days. Maybe that's why. That's the theory I saw. I'm not sure though. Definitely the poster child of underrated has to go there. Lackadaisy is also being propped up as a contemporary, but it's been more successful with less content. What is Krugston? That was a. If I have to ask what that is, it's probably going in at least Obscura channel. Let me find it. Krugston. I'm Krugstoning it. Wait. A part of the lawsuit involved forcing them to turn them all into puppets for the Super Mario Logan lawsuit? I've never seen a goddamn episode of that in my entire life. But that's kind of funny. Of course, there's a YouTube lawsuit about that. Yeah, let's. Oh, God, the cropping's terrible. Unprofessional. What is Krugston again? I remember that. What the hell? This is not what I remember. Oldest. This is not what I remember. I guess it's animated. It's an interesting animation style. That's what I remember. I remember this thing. What is this? I swear to God, I remember this. No, I don't. What the? Let me look at that thing. Krugston. Yeah, I mean, that looks similar. I did not look up Irrational Mango. What the hell is that? What am I looking at? Oh, so he's also made. Okay, there we go. I hate that noise. Make it stop. Okay. I only thought there was a pilot.
Actually a huge fan. Well, not of your whole unauthorized
That's definitely a YouTuber voice actor.
spit. We could kill you for that.
But it looks cool.
How long have we been chasing you, and each time you just barely escape? Whose place was that anyways? Heading out of a friend's place? You know there's no energy field blocking your signature there, right? It's crazy. Usually you're more careful, but this time, finding you was easy.
Where am I?
You're in a cell, dummy. Hungry?
Okay, that's cool. Bigger. I guess another thing is if you have way more subscribers than views, I guess that's an auto underrated. There's that. Guess you go there though. You're big. That thing's bigger than I remember. Same thing with Interstellar, but like that thing gets like no views. That thing gets nothing. Happy Tree Friends. YouTube used them. Are they even indie anymore? Um, Helava. Helava not indie anymore. Irma. Oh, it's pretty obscure. I want to talk about some of these new things. I think that's still indie, right? Yeah, it should still be indie, I guess. Where's the goddamn cube? This thing was basically the murder drones before murder drones. It's kind of just a storyboard anyways. Oops. Hmm. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I guess we're going to do a thingamajig here. How did Space G get in here? Oh my god. Wow, this song on the Homestuck OST is super Toby Fox coded. But that one's by Ray McDougal. Okay, cool. Oh god. Homestuck pilot. Oh my god, I was just gonna put in the pilot thumbnail. But this is so much better. Wait, wait. If you Oh god damn it. This one is actually one of them. It's not a very interesting pilot to talk about. It's just if they botched up the Homestuck is already kind of a botched job, and just trying to. People talk about, there's definitely a way to do it. No, there fucking isn't. It's Homestuck. I had to try, like, the first few chapters are so long and still convoluted, but they're just bland and convoluted. And they're so long, they take forever to get through. But you can get through them. It is possible, unlike some of the later chapters, or acts or whatever. You can't put that in 11 minutes. You can't put that in 20. You can't put that in an hour. Like, dude, it is. I mean, they didn't do like an hour's worth of content, but I don't think it's unadaptable. Man, it is just not adaptable, bro. And it is like wild because of how it's been long enough that people don't know what Homestuck is anymore. It's not beginner friendly. And I think someone described it really well to me is like it's got a lot of moments of being like amazing, but they're just moments. So you kind of trick yourself to being like, it's an addictive dopamine high, almost like you keep reading just to get those highs. It's like more addictive because it's not consistently good, in my opinion. I don't like Homestuck. I love the soundtrack. Um, it's intentionally convoluted. I don't mind convoluted, but is it intentionally convoluted? Like I really hated the whole quadrant thing where it's like they had 20-minute long segment of just describing this alien species and how it approaches relationships in a backwards convoluted way as like a joke. But it's a joke that affects the plot negatively. It affects the plot negatively. Um yeah, it affects the plot negatively. In part, like the quadrants are a good example because that's a part of the reason I just straight up gave up in part 6. I love part 5. Act 5 was, I was thoroughly engaged. um my favorite character was Terezi, so if you know, you know. um because I could tell it's like you just justify characters making stupid decisions in relationships that don't make sense, and it felt like they came out of nowhere. And well, you gotta accept his quadrants, haha. No, it's just I don't wanna. I'm not invested. These characters are making stupid relationship decisions. Like Terezi was just like letting herself getting abused by a clown she barely interacted with. I just gave up on the series when I saw that. Really, like Act 6 felt weirdly off compared to Act 5 already. Or was it? Am I Yeah, no, it's Act 6. Yeah, but no, I just threw in the towel when I saw that shit. Like they just kind of, it felt like they kind of were undoing some of Carcat's development to the original. I didn't like the original that much. Like it was frustrating. It was a pretty frustrating thing to endure. It was pretty entertaining at points though. The pilot, like Home sucks up lightning in a bottle. Like absolutely lightning in a bottle. I don't think something can really recreate what it exactly is culturally. And the pilot, I guess I want to emphasize, I do want to emphasize, this is not about my opinion. This is about how like unpopular or popular, or I guess how much power something has given the circumstances. I'm genuinely surprised at how little cultural impact the Homestuck pilot has. So I think it's underrated in that respect. However, like I really don't like it. I really don't like the pilot. It's a squished, fast-paced mess. The characterization's off. Doesn't explain anything. It's even worse than the original in that regard. Um, it still has the earlier aesthetics, which a lot of people actually do like the aesthetics. I don't. It's just it needs some color, you know. So I don't think so. My opinion is I do not think the Homestuck pilot is underrated. I think it's kind of unpopular and confusing, and I don't think it really needs to be. Like I usually like I mean the thing is, you know, you want to be nice to all the indie guys. I always want to be nice to the indie guys, but like the thing is, Hussy's had his chance and then some. He has like one of the longest pieces of media ever, and then put sequels to it that people don't really like. He said he hasn't been the best with handling money. He's basically been the Vivzy Pop before Vivzy Pop in some ways. Um, Even some of the problems with Vivzy Pop shows, like I think it was funny how like people were like there was a bunch of posers who were like, "Oh no, Vivzy's gonna ruin Homestuck," and then the Homestuck fans were like, "We've been dealing with Hussy for 15 years. This shit ain't nothing new." Because yeah, Hussy's insane. Like I mean, nothing against the guy, as I say stuff against the guy. It's just, and it's also just like this is not a good format for Homestuck. it's not a good medium for it. It's had so much of a chance. Like I think that's a big thing with this, with what I try to do with indie anime. I want things to have a chance, a fair shot. I really do. I want things to have a fair shot. I give people and shows too much of a benefit of the doubt. I'm scrupulous, I do a lot of research, and then my opinion's kind of slower to the party than everyone else's. That happens a lot. But this is a special case because this thing used to be everywhere, and now it's nowhere. But I actually remember it, so I wouldn't give this much of a chance. I personally would not give it too much of a chance. I mean, I'm not gonna be like preying on its downfall or anything silly. But with all of that being said, it's like there's so many other shows, so many other ideas with untapped potential. There's so many things that are in like storyboard hell. There's so many things that are in pilot purgatory. There's so many things that are on the stairway to episode 4, as you saw with Starbarians. He's been edging episode 4 for like half a decade. It's ridiculous because these because animation's hard, animation's expensive, and you need money. I don't know if Hussey needs money. Once again, there's that Kickstarter that was weird. He got scammed, but it's also like, how did that happen? It's kind of weird. Like, it's not. You shouldn't be giving the money to be handled by someone else. They might run away with it, as we saw happened. There were things like, oh, if you pay this much money, you'll get your little OC cameoing in a canon episode. And he just kills him, which is really disrespectful. But I mean, I guess kind of makes sense. It's kind of funny. It's kind of based. Yeah, this is just becoming the triangle versus monkey. What the fuck is? Oh, it's like the first result. This is what? Wait. This is not. That is not what I looked up. It is what? Wait, what? God, YouTube is so bad at search terms. Oh. Oh wait, that's just Godzilla versus King Kong. I don't know. I'm not gonna count like fan. I'm not gonna count like parodies or fan work of something else. I'm not gonna count that. That is cool though. You know, I'm a Godzilla fan. Oh wait, they mixed the Showa Gigan design with the Final Wars double chainsaw. That's sick as hell. I hate you, YouTube. Oh yeah, Gigan looks sick as hell. I mean, I like it. I hate you, YouTube. Oh, we need to protect the kids. We need the ID verification. We at YouTube love children. Here's our ads. Like, fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck off, YouTube. Fuck you, Tube. Seriously? That's been the site. God, the site's dying. Okay, moving on. Yeah. No joke, the petty part of me is only crotchety about the massive success of the likes of Hazbin and Digital. Less because of the shows themselves, but more because of what hasn't been made. I definitely see that. Because, like, it's all, technically, it's finite. There's a finite market. It's all a missed opportunity. Um, yeah, I mean, the thing is that, like, no matter what becomes the chosen one, that'll mean something else isn't the chosen one. I still respect Hazbin for what it is. The creators, I'm not gonna say anything that'll get me blacklisted. The Creation, I shouldn't be blacklisted for criticizing that. Um, which I couldn't today. I was trying. I just, I'm just so, I'm just so burned out on has-been discourse. It was just more entertaining seeing Okay, actually, that's one thing I want to talk about. That's really funny about seeing reactions to the premieres, because all of them had like two parts I was interested in. The first part, this is so funny. Okay, this is actually funny. I think Sarcastic Chorus was like the best example. Um, let's just Sarcastic Chorus has been. Has beening it. Where's this? Gotcha. That thumbnail. Yeah, I'm not gonna show it, but like every reaction streamer I've seen, they start out by saying they're like near the snip 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 song. They're like, oh, I heard like TikTok making a controversy about this. It sounds fine to me. Man, you guys are so desperate for controversy. And then there's the fucking gag where like there's like a mini compilation of Valentino comedically abusing Angel Dust after they made an entire episode on why it isn't comedic. Like, and they every time a reaction streamer sees that part after they were talking about how desperate they were for controversy earlier, they, they always just paused and sighed every time. They're like, and then they discuss with themselves, nah, that's not good. That's not good. Like whether they hated it or didn't, but let's just. But like Sarcastic, he had the best opinion. He had the best take on it. Let me just. Where is that part? It was so accurate. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking. What are you talking about? They all fucking did that. It's such a jarring whiplash. That's the thing. It's like, unfortunately, these really tasteless jokes are like the funniest parts of like some of the funniest jokes in these shows because they're so quick and they're so jarring. But the worst part is what's funny about them is just that it's like you guys were just talking about how serious this is. That just happened. Wait, what? It's kind of like a it's just like crazy because it's like it is I can like some of these jokes are funny. Unfortunately, Pentious being dragged in the club, that was one of the funniest moments. That was like one of the funniest moments in Has Been season 1. And I do cope. I cope with that. It's like, you know what? He was getting dragged, but obviously he's out unscathed in like 5 seconds. He probably explained the misunderstanding, no harm, no foul. And in that time amount, there was no harm, no foul, okay? It looked bad though. I'm not gonna disagree with either side, but this one, people, I've been calling it. I've been going on record lately in comment section calling it that joke, referring to it as the nuclear bomb to the has-been defenders Copenheimer, because has-been defenders and has-been fans, like people talk about like really extreme stuff. Most of what I see is I see that fandom coping a lot, which I can see why. I can see why they cope. I can definitely let me see the comments. That's not it. Yeah, he was the pink rabbit from Chowder normalizing abuse thing, and then some other guy was like, "Now this is the worst video essay of all time." And Frollo probably knows that I personally am a bad video essay premise connoisseur. And if you think saying that like an abusive, like if you think that saying like treating it as funny for like some little kid to not know boundaries with another kid is abusive or whatever. Um and then somehow Mr. N to respond to that, which was like this was like an Ouroboros of internet autism. And this was a 3-year-old video too. I don't get that whole thing was hilariously dumb. Swearing in our TV shows a lot. I mean, in general, swearing is like just something you see in most adult animation. I don't even think the problem is that she swears too much, is that it's always sounding forced and it sounds like eighth grader learning swears. It was really highlighted by how awkward most of the dialogue was with or without swearing in the newest episodes, but like uh in the newest episodes it didn't have as much swearing as it used to, but it did feel it felt very felt childish. It was very it was very tell don't showy, whether it was a plot point or a joke. Like they really emphasize it, they really want to explain it, which I can see why, because audiences these days are really stupid. But it's also just like I don't want the show to be dumbed down because someone else is not even stupid. That's condescending, you know? That's condescending. People online are stupid. The average audience today, they're not paying attention. Like they're putting something in the background. It's like, oh, that kind of looks cool. Has some stuff. I like glance around the corner and the family get together. That's realistic. What was I talking about? Yeah. But Copenheimer. I gotta talk about Copenheimer a bit more, as I dub it. Um, they always they I hate the term media literacy because it's only used by people who don't have any without fail. I think a really bad example lately is people who are like they always are like, "Oh, you don't have media literacy. One Piece is political." That is true. Luffy's a communist. No, that's not fucking true. No, that's his dad. First of all, that's his dad. You're just backing the protagonist without thinking because you definitely haven't read One Piece. You haven't seen the anime. You haven't done shit. There's scenes of Luffy being like, "I ain't giving food to anyone else. You know, I'm not a hero. He only liberates who's like he like wants to. Just if there's an obstacle in the way, he'll overcome it. Yes, and it happens to be the government, but." And it's also if you want to like represent your movement with like Luffy, the canonically stupidest fucking character in the entire series, go right ahead, okay. But like media literacy with Hazbin Hotel, some of it's like kind of debatable. It's like the Stolas shit. It's like I guess that's what the creator is intending, but it's not coming across that way. And they're just making stuff up with this joke. There's this joke of like Valentino abusing Angel Dust, and it's like in a quick little montage. It's like that's not funny anymore. But it's like they're like, "Oh, you don't have media literacy. You see, that's not a joke. That's just to show how evil the V's are." No, it's a joke. It's portrayed as a joke. I mean, and they're like, "Oh, you can't handle evil characters being evil." No, no. I mean, okay, Twitter users can't. True. Most people can though. And the problem is not the evil characters being evil. It's just the tonal dissonance. Are we supposed to take it seriously or not? I don't know. And some of the clips don't even make sense for the joke because it's like about it being public, and then it's like some private abuse, which doesn't even make sense. It was like played as slapstick. Like there's ways to show character, and like they're like, "Oh, the V's find it funny." He literally just said it's not funny anymore. He's dismissive of it. Yes, Vox is dismissive of it, but it's like he's dismissive of it, but like obviously, what am I thinking? I need another wig of beer. I can't think. It's portrayed as a joke to the audience. Okay, it's got a setup. It's got a punchline. It's a joke to the audience, and I think them being meta about it was a pretty clear sign saying, "Hey, we're going to double down on the mixed tone," which I mean, it's not just the Has-Been problem. A lot of fandoms try to like throw Has-Been under the bus for shit they do. Like, you guys should have seen the panty and stocking fandom go through insane cope. And like once like they got compared with Has-Been like once or twice when they had an entire song that was just screaming the word fuck over and over. And they're like, well, you don't understand. We're a satire. We're a satire. So saying fuck over and over funny. Come on, just take the L, guys. But Has-Been fans also need to take the L. Like, there isn't any cope for this. They are making a joke about the exact same situation, the exact same context that they are trying desperately to make you cry over. Like, and it's a serious one, so that's an L, you know? Like, is it the Family Guy screams in silence level of bad? No, it's not. It's bad though. Guys gotta stop coping and making up like, oh, this was obviously not a joke. It was set up like a joke. It was portrayed like a joke. It was just a joke to the V's because you can tell because it was shown to the audience as a joke, but not in universe. Like, no, you guys are coping. You guys are coping. It's coping. Copenheimer just dropped a nuke on your face. Your lay bomb lay blew up. It your lay bomb lay kills people. What a shocker. Alcoholications. Yes, sarcastic chorus quitted the fan. He didn't quit the fan. He just quit reviewing. He quit reviewing on his main channel. This is actually a reaction. He may continue Has-Been, but he's kind of done with Hell of a Boss because it was pretty forced talking about it. It was like same stuff every time. It was like a weird direction that kind of was in the middle near the end, but pleased nobody. I fucking love this. The uncomfortable laugh. Like he had to pull out the penna. Let me find it in the transcript because it's gonna be bounced. Yeah, okay.
Worth the fight, and this one for a bad.
Okay, let me just adjust the volume on this guy so you can hear him. My lay allocations and lay animations. I like that. I should use it.
Joke, a weak joke at the best. Why is this here? Why are we setting ourselves up to deal with like a shit show? As the haters are gonna take this shit and run with it. People who love this show are probably like, oh, that's kind of weird. This joke is for nobody. Straight up. So why is it fucking here?
Yeah. Let me see. That was, I mean, kind of summed up what he was saying.
Oh, God, Meg, you startled me. I'm sorry.
I have a degree in journalism. But I don't really need it to say that this is such a weird hill.
I don't get why he said that he has a degree in journalism.
For so little goddamn benefits. I think most people will be like, see, like, oh, okay, just move on. But to the haters, this shit is going to be played in every single goddamn takedown video of this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's like, why would they do that? They obviously, Vivzy has made it very clear that she knows everything. And it's like, there was at least a discussion before. There was at least ambiguity before. Benefit of the doubt. Once again, I give people that. But no, that is just straight up a joke of the thing that people were saying. Oh, is it making a joke of it? Is it making not a joke of it? Who knows? And the thing is, it's like, it's really weird. It's not like me being. I'm not saying that Vivzy doesn't take it seriously in real life. But in this show, she created a fictional situation that harkens to real life situations, and then she took it seriously. And then she makes a joke about it, which really does screw with the tone. Doesn't bother me as much as it will other people. There's a lot of people who are like victims who are probably gonna be like furious because they resonated with the episode in season one. It's probably the best season one episode. And once again, it's not even about the content. It's just like the only one they were took seriously enough to pace as a single plot. Just took their time with. I kind of thought that I always had like vibes that they were going to be a little weird tonally with it. Like way before I knew this episode was coming. Like even back in like 2020. I knew that episode was gonna come and I was like scared it was gonna be more like this and less like the masquerade episode that turned out to be. Because like there's a music video and that was pretty it was trying to be serious, but it was like such a tonal whiplash from the pilot. It was ridiculous, dude. It was like ridiculous. Le video essay journalist. Le Charlie Clown knows because she's a clown. But yeah, it's like all she did was like it's funny, I don't even know how many like I feel like one thing is like for some reason the algorithm just is obsessed with negative has been and negative hell of a boss videos. And I say obsessed because it's like I don't see other shows getting the same views as this one when it's talked about. And it's actively bad for the creators who make them because a lot of them unfortunately get into ironically has been purgatory, which is the one zone we don't focus on. Where yeah, YouTube does this thing nowadays where it wants you to talk about one thing forever. It just straight up does. Wants you to lie about it, wants you to make new content about it, wants you to milk it. So you make some good first few videos and then you feel forced to keep doing it. I've felt that before. There are some channels that are like, man, there's like this one channel that's like straight up making up imaginary conflicts in their titles and thumbnails between like has been and like every show in existence. But yeah, it's like it's kind of crazy. The has been situation is crazy, and it is like in a way, I'm almost happy they made that joke because it simplified the has been discourse, you know? I think I think season 2 might be better than season 1 if for nothing else just the pacing. So far that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But I still think the has been haters. I think they won. I think that clip alone they kind of won in terms of the dumb internet points. I think they won in that regard. Um yeah, they won the internet points because it's like instead of like this is stupid what I'm about to do. God damn it, Google Images sucks. Anyways, okay, what I was gonna do was like I was so they don't need to just argue and yap forever. No one needs to extrapolate, oh, well, this and this and this, but the interpretation, blah, blah. They could just play that clip. Nice argument you have there. Val's beating Angel Dust's rib cage on the stripper pole. Nice argument, Chud. Nice argument, Chud. Oh god, they were doing it to be spiteful too. They just shot themselves in the foot, dog. Absolutely. They just eviscerated themselves. I call it an allocations, rhymes with grub. See, as soon as I start ranting about hell of a indie guys, It's just like I get double the views. I get 8 full viewers, guys, on a 40,000 sub channel. What the fuck, man? YouTube's weird and dumb and bad.
Every attempt to say, oh, Hazbin isn't taking this situation seriously. Oh, Hazbin's fucking.
They validated it. They showed that, yes, you're correct, haters. Your biggest point against the show in the first season is correct. Like, that's crazy. If Limus was still around, she'd be punching the air with joy right now. Oh, that was foul of me. I apologize. It's not too soon, though, so that's good. And no, does this mean that Limus's video is good? No. The problem with that video is that she doesn't understand what subtext is. Subtext of fucking Hazbin Hotel. If you can't get the subtext of Hazbin Hotel, you're kind of cooked. This is the most blunt and like, I mean, the problem is it talks too childishly, too obviously. There isn't enough subtext in this goddamn show, but whatever.
Terrible for XY.
And also, just the bigger problem is, yeah, they mishandled minors, the Discord server. Here's a safe space. Here's the fictional simp zone.
That clip is about to be overplayed to goddamn death, but
Yeah.
blows my mind that this show would set themselves up to take such an easy fucking L right out the gates. Like, for real, they could have done this shit any other episode. It still would go over poorly, but this is episode goddamn 1. So fucking stupid to me. I know, like, the team behind this gets criticized so much. VivziePop gets criticized beyond belief. But after a certain point, after being on the internet so long, having to deal with so much hate, sometimes it just isn't worth the fight. And this one, for a bad joke, a weak joke at the best, why is this here? Why are we setting ourselves up to deal with, like, a shit show? As the haters are gonna take this shit and run with it, people who love this show are probably like, oh, that's kind of weird. This joke is for nobody. Straight up. So why is it fucking here?
He's just spitting, though. Let me actually move on and talk about what we're here for. Underrated animations, not fucking has-been. Not has-been, I'm has-betting it. Was there anything I missed over here? No, okay. Yeah, it's a pretty long list. Cause let's talk about the backlog. Let's backlog it. Okay, first let's just close that. Let's look at the backlog. Oh, this creature is just the best thing I've ever seen. I just want to throw it out there. Like, wow. Moving on. Okay, is it time for a piss break? Maybe soon. God, backlog. There's so much backlogging. Oh, yeah. Actually, on Reddit. Wait. Wait, I think there it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, let's wow, that's so out. Okay, there we go. So on layreddit.com, I asked some people at the indie animation subreddit about a thingy. Actually, yeah, let me just we can stop that. We can stop that part. Actually, yeah, let me just I can probably just do that real quick. Actually, you know what? Piss break time. Okay, I'm back. I'm back again. Oh no. I'm back. Back again. Reddit's back. Oh god, don't tell a friend. Uh, uh, okay, so I got some feedback. I was asking Reddit for some suggestions. I got some suggestions. Okay. We're gonna look at some of these suggestions. Let me look at the grass. A gamer touches grass. Let's look at the links.
Flood warning! Evacuate now! Nah, I'm about to hit Grandmaster Tier 2.
Okay, this is actually pretty good.
Come on! Right when I was popping off! And
The
where the
fucking
flip is my
Freery.
DoorDash?
Oh my god, this is actually good. This is really good. What does Chan have to say, guys? Back to Uncle Ruckus compilation? What are you talking about? What, Uncle Ruckus? No.
The sun! Ugh, grass!
Oh,
That
those
DoorDasher
expressions
better
are
have a good
good.
excuse making me come all the way outside.
Huh?
Where am I?
This is pretty good.
I'm surrounded by nature. With
Gamer
no life.
touches grass by you brokey. This is pretty swag. Okay, I dig it.
This is a gamer's nightmare.
Don't Reddit.
There's no way I can survive. Survive? Wait, that's right. I played over 90,000 hours.
Wait, that was smooth.
90,000 hours. Right. I played over
was a smooth
90,000
transition.
hours of Minecraft. I already know everything I need to survive.
This
I'll
is so
escape this
cringy.
island in no time.
This is kind of like a boomer comic of their own kids almost. What is that thing? Oh, that's a person. They have an anime outro, oh my god. Damn! Okay. Dark. Oh my god, it's that meme face. Oh, there's a comic. Canvas. Okay. I'll just put that at a support this guy. Why was that message? Why were all of his messages retracted? I'm so confused. Okay. So, gamer touches grass. That was actually really good. I liked the energy. I really liked the energy. That was pretty swag. Oh god, the cropping was You guys just saw how unprofessional of me again. Okay, let's just put it on the tier list. Obviously very underrated. I mean, everything out from here on out is gonna be like, whoop. It's gonna be like, woo. Stop lagging for my bit. Okay, let's just what the hell is that? Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's swag. God, that was chopped and cropped. Let me just check to make sure. Okay, that looks better. Don't like having to adjust the window every time. Okay, that was pretty good. Teen chat. Mystery comedy, Scooby-Doo. I can watch all of these, obviously.
Okay, so we have Timmy.
Tommy,
Hmm. Perfecting their craft. I can feel the growing pains, yep. But I shouldn't judge.
it's
Probably
Tommy.
Right,
kids.
Tommy, my apologies. So in this scene, we have the doctor talking to the parents of their daughter who just died in surgery. You're remorseful.
Let's watch the most recent episode. See how much
What
they've
happens
improved.
to a dream deferred? How you been doing? It's
Okay,
been
a lot of
while, ain't it?
improvement.
Stop teasing me. You were just here yesterday.
Well, I'm gonna head back up there. She doing all right?
She's a tough one, I'll tell you that. The doctor just moved her up a room, though.
Without telling me? What happened?
I'm not too sure about the details. I'll take you there.
Appreciate it.
Jeez, Mr. Bubbles, is everything okay?
Everything not okay, man. First my mama, now the love of my life.
Oh.
Gone.
Oh God. Oh God, I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay, it was this. I was watching this.
Remorseful, heartbroken, angry that this happened, pleading for the family to forgive you.
Right, remorseful.
Fire away.
That was the episode 1.
Decide who's fit to pass and who's not. And y'all failed this part of life. End of story.
Damn. And that's 2. I am not feeling like I don't want to bully kids, or teens, or however old you are. You sound a little young. I'm really tired, man. Da da da. How do I approach this? It all takes, a lot of effort. There's a lot of soul. There is a lot of soul. Animation's very difficult. I'm not gonna be like ragging on you for using like clip art or anything. Personally, the designs aren't my thing, but I understand you have to go with something simple. They did mention growing pains. They mentioned that it's like for refining their craft. I think they should definitely keep at it. Definitely seeing lots of improvement from episode 1 to the last one. I don't know if I'll ever be able to take something super seriously with my preconceived biases. So, suspicious sample. Good job. Good job. Good job, I guess. Good job, good job, good job. Guess I'll throw that on there. New pinned one. Think I'll turn this into a bunch of little shorts if I can make them funny. I don't. It's more of like an experimental project for them. Reality Resort. Mardiago. Wait for the episode to drop before ranking it. I don't get it all year. Let's look at the teaser trailer. That's probably the most recent stuff.
No, my name is Restarting.
I know it's supposed to be a robot voice. I think the audio mixing could use some work coming from me. I know, funny hypocrite.
How can I help you? Creating laser beam.
Yeah, keep working at it. Not much to say. Let me see how long these are. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really have too much to say about this one. I did it again. Fucking kill me. I did. Goddamn, I did it again. I did it again. Okay. Yeah, I think the audio in general needs a lot of work. It's not super animated in general. Good job, good work. Keep at your dreams. I definitely see improvement with the pilot itself. Or not the pilot, the remake.
Open a door!
Yeah, it's better. Better quality.
Restarting.
Better audio
How
mixing.
can I help you?
Not perfect. Good to see aspiring creators, you know? It is. I'm sorry, I'm really tired right now. Day Job. I have seen Day Job. Let me just finish some of the... Wow, there's a lot. What is Reality Resort? That sounds... Is this total drama, but shinier? That's actually kind of... I'll skim a little bit too. I'm skimming it.
Paradise, where every 40 days.
I've seen like a billion of these total drama things online. These like, I guess it's because the way they do the rigging is like actually doable. It saves you a lot of money to do these like rigs. You just kind of move them around in After Effects and Flash and stuff. This is just total drama though, like it is. It's got a lot of views though. It's got a lot of views. Got a lot of views. I guess we'll put that in the underrated category. It's kind of weird now that I'm looking at this. Why is underrated below known but not super well known? No, I guess it makes sense. I guess it is like for what it is, I guess it is known but not super well known. Kind of surprised about that one. All right, guys. What's the devil doing on the calculator? Why? What's Diddy Blood doing on the calculator? Is blood Einstein? What's Diddy? I guess he could. Yeah, he has it. Suction cup man.
Why the hell not? Can't go down, dumbass! I can only go up!
That's a good way to summarize the series. Okay, we can put in suction cup man. We can put in the man with the plan. I'm guessing if I was in middle school right now, or like if I was in middle school like 4 years ago, I'm guessing I would have been hearing Suction Cup Man quoted all the time. So for that alone, I'm putting it in known but not super well known. I'm just guessing. Is that a fair guess? I think that's a fair guess. I think that's a pretty fair guess. Yeah, that's a fair guess. That is a fair. What was the Mardiago? We did that one. Wayne Saga. That sounds mainstream. Wasn't that like an anime? Oh, that looks cool actually. Damn. That's got a lot of views. That looks cool. That art style. I like that art style.
Estrena teléfono nuevo gratis cada año por los próximos 3 años. Garantizado. Al combinar tu servicio móvil con tu internet residencial en la red más rápida de Estados Unidos.
Rápidas.
Así es.
Yes, yeah. Okay, I'm kind of curious about the pilot. Oh, this is 10 minutes. It's a comic strip, though. It's a motion comic. Is that fucking Metal Gear Rising music? I don't remember the lyrics though. Wait, it's not. It's its own song. It just sounds exactly like Metal Gear Rise or Metal Gear R. I forget. Like, am I crazy? Like, this goes hard. What the? Okay, that's a weird angle. This is just a pilot. I'm sure this is like pretty good. Silk song before Gwaine Saga 09. Okay, whoa there. Okay, chill with that. Okay, chill, my god. We're like children here. Like, what the? I was not expecting that. We're like, I don't know if there are. That's the internet. It can only do so much. Chill though. Is there a shot in here without her? Okay, that doesn't have her ass in the shot. That's good. I am favorably impressed by this thing. It's a little goony. It is a little goonery. I must say, I must attest that was getting a little goony. It was getting a little goony. But it was high quality gooning. Wait, that sounds so bad. No. That's not what I mean. You know. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I fucking mean. Alright, known but not super well known. I know it is. Maybe someday I'll rank these based on actual interesting opinions versus, oh, this has more views than the other. In terms of cultural impact, I've heard of the name before. I didn't know that this was an indie animation. Maybe I'm confusing it with Experiments Lane. I think I am, actually. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. Cool. Okay. My favorite, dream catchers. Hardworking Cal Art students. Stupid people think that means bean mouth. Let's see if the stupid people are right. It does have the Cal Art formula. Darker mystery starts emerging. Yeah.
Hey, Star. If you were a pasta, what type of pasta would you be?
Creepy pasta. Yeah, it's not funny.
Maybe one of the curly ones? Oh, no. The ones that are shaped like shells. No. The ones that are shaped like stars. Are the ones that are shaped like stars?
No.
That's a tricky one then.
Wait, did you just say you'd be the one shaped like a star?
Yeah. Like family-sized box of sweet dreams.
That's not a pasta.
Cereal pasta. It's all the same.
You think you could just, like, throw it into the ocean?
Wait, TV, do you think we can do a mission today? Do you think we could use this to lure the dreams?
We do need to do, like, 4 missions a quarter to get paid, so...
Okay, I'm liking the dialogue. I like that. I like the dialogue. I like the style. It's like the... Guessing it's CGI, but it's like mimicking stop motion. I like the texture, kind of fuzzy and inviting.
So, do you remember how to do this? Okay, great. You got everything we need? Alright. 3...
Also a writer.
I really like it. Okay, I'm liking this. I fuck with this heavy. On God. Final sentences? Whoa.
I can't thank you guys enough.
Scope.
There's different styles.
Everything. It's perfect. To me, you know?
Okay. I fuck with this heavy. Wow. Okay, wow, that was good. That was really good. I'm going to wait. Let's just Nah, man, that is well, first of all, okay, let me just I think I don't like underrated. Okay, let me just put that in wow, that was I really liked that one. I fuck with that one heavy. Okay, that was cool. That was really cool. I hate this underrated thing. I gotta change it. That's really what this category is. Big names, small gains. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wait, there's one other thing. I'm scared. I'm a little scared.
Time for some music.
Bro, look at this fucking vulture. As soon as some guy gets accused of being an abusive piece of shit, they're like, going to high school with him was interesting. Oh, fucking vulture. Like, dude, what the God, it's like, oh yeah, I'm only gonna talk about now. I'm like, I was like, I knew a guy who knew him, who saw him in my class. I want this, abuse clout. Fuck you. I'm not gonna get into that. That just can't piss me off to see. Obviously not defending Mizkif. If you think that, then you're fucking hopeless. Let's see what the hell this thing is. Let me look at the transcript if there's any N-words.
Again, very classical, but not quite what we're after, really. That's the fucking theme to Angry Birds.
Okay, better not be copyright struck with that one. Project Spice Vipe. Oh my god, there's so much. Ice ad. There's a lot of different ice these days. Not gonna make any joke. Ooh. Oh, that was a good crack. Ooh, I hit my back just right. What is Spice Vipe? Oh yeah, I should do Waffle Maker. I was like his patron. I was like one of his patrons. Spice Vipe. I think this is just a sketch artist. This isn't like a series per se. Nasty City. What is this?
Would you like to follow me?
Shoot, it's copyright pretty music. I like that design. That's why I clicked on that one.
We'll make it there in no time.
Infidels! Leaving behind the perfect
Is this another fucking object show?
good rocket! Hurry, everyone! We'll reach that moon base before they do!
Sassy.
Now!
Get me a cave rock.
The doorknob!
Some human food.
Drugs. Bombs?
Duster glasses.
Sassy mom with baby.
What are yous looking at?
Fishing rod.
Company. Garbage. Your wallet?
Anything that'll fit in the grill.
Compasses.
AJ, where is your brother OJ?
You know, I wasn't entirely sold until that segment. S tier. Well, I guess once again, known but not super known. Okay, that was pretty baller. Thanks for the suggestion, Moon Melon. That was pretty baller. They die. Alright, that was a pretty good show. Dieter Spice Vipe. Project Morningstar. Is that like some fan fiction thing? I probably gotta go. It's like. Let me see. Alright, let's see. Project Morningstar. Legalia. Oh. I see this is Warhammer inspired. Corpo Magnates. Is this just... Exogens. Is this what people... Is this what Redditors think Starship Troopers is? Hunted for sport and entertainment. Let's begin. Oh, that one's uploaded really recently. It's uploaded 8 days ago and has the same number of views as the one a year ago. I guess that's the Space King algorithmic boost. Damn. This looks... Whoa. This animation's really good. Holy shit. Very Halo-y. Damn.
Aku koksmu, kuzawa, chilis, mukanva.
Zero sum 3-1.
Making the run.
Holy shit, okay. I've seen enough. Wow. Whoa. Visuals alone. Holy shit. Oh my god. Nah, this is whoa. Oh boy. That is pretty underrated. And it's kind of in that. It's kind of in that category. It's like it's not literally. I don't know if it's here though. Nah, it's kind of there. Damn. Okay, you did not disappoint. Holy shit. Space King, but edgier. He's just reinventing Warhammer backwards. Oh, they got lore. They got source books. Glory to the Hegemon. I don't even know Warhammer. And I'm getting all of their glory to the insert different Astartes or human faction here. It's very confusing. Alright, that was pretty good though. Oh, speaking of Space King. Yeah, this thing was old. How the fuck is Space King? I just realized this is all on stream, isn't it? What are you guys even seeing? So let's fuck it. I'd say Space King has recently gone from known but not super well known to it is officially in popular indie animation. After episode 3 dropped, I'm seeing it like everywhere. I think it made a cultural impact. I think it made a cultural impact for sure. How did I almost forget about Space King? How did I do that? Yeah, anyways, yeah, so this was probably around here. Well known but not super well known. It was kind of its own niche. It's breaking into the mainstream now. Like I've been seeing a lot more about this now. I think it's officially in the mainstream. And it's never gonna get here. Flash gets they ain't selling it to nobody. Respect. It's uphill battle, but respect. Oh, I shouldn't be. Where am I? Where am I? Alright, I think. That's not. Okay, I'm just too confused at this point. I think I'm gonna make this a multi-parter. That's gonna be the end for this week. Thanks everyone for coming. Oh yeah. Thank you. If you like animation, subbed allocations, y'all know the drill. Have a good night.